Right, welcome to the Ministry in this 1500 point game of Orks versus Tyranids. So we'll go over the Ork list first because it's my list and I know what I've got, I think. So I've got a battalion and I'm going to call it a... Because I know what the mission is, we'll go over that in a second. I'll do the Spearhead, which is the heavy support choice. Because we're going to be playing Big Guns Never Tire. We just rolled for that one. So in the Big Guns Never Tire, the heavy support, which is these units here, are worth an extra kill point to Tom, who doesn't have any heavy support. But
I've got two.
You've got two heavy support. Alright.
Well, one unit of heavy support.
But the heavy support are also able to control objectives, and I think they outclass the troops rule as well. So they could be vital in this game and worth kill points. So with that, we'll go over the choices there. So we've got an Ork War Boss. He'll be rocking Headwump as Kill Chomper instead of the Power Claw. And he's got a Combi Scorcher. We've got the Weird Boy, who is going to take Da Jump. And then we've got Boss Snickrot, who I'll use as the HQ for the Spearhead. So for the troops, we've got 30 Grots. And we've got the Runt Herd, and I nearly forgot his name there, with a Grot Pod and a Squig Hound. And then we'll move on to the other troop units. We've got 30 Boyz, well 29 and a M.O.W. with a Power Claw. And copy paste, 29 M.O.W. with a Power Claw. And we've also got a Pain Boy. And we've got 5 M.O.W.s down here. So we've got 2 with big choppers, 1 with a Power Claw. They've all got shooters, and the 2 boys that are rocking just the shooters have also got power stabbers. And then we've got some 15 man's, well, Ork strong unit of commandos with 2 burners and a M.O.W. with a Power Claw. And then on to the heavies, we've got a battle wagon, which is going to have a death roller and no other guns. We've got a Death Dread, who's going to be rocking 3 claws and a scorcher, and then some flash kits. And the dude has got a chopper, the captain as well, he's got a chopper upgrade. I know none of these are probably, they're not super competitive or anything there, but the models are sweet as, so I'm going to use them today and see how they do. And we didn't know what the game was for, did it? So actually taking its heavy support might be pretty handy. So that's the Orks, that'll give me 7 command points in total. And we'll move on to the Tyranids. So Tom, you want to go through?
Yeah, I guess we'll start from the bottom up. So we've got 2 units of 3 Rippers.
Yeah.
We've got a unit of 15 Gene Stealers, 3 with Acid Maws, like copy and paste, same again, unit 15 Gene Stealers, 3 with Acid Maws, 15 Hormagaunts, then 15 Termagants, 10 with Flesh Borers, there'll be 9 with Flesh Borers, 6 with Devourers, 10 Gargoyles with Flesh Borers, a unit of Spore Mines.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Broodlord, 2 Biovores, 5 Raveners with Devourers, Red Terror, then Big Mama, Malanthrope, and then the real Big Mama with 2 Twin Link Devourers.
And she is the Warlord?
She is the Warlord, and she's got the
Tenacious Survivor. He's going from one from the book, and I'll point that out as well. This guy, the Ork Boss, is also going to have Tenacious Survivor, so we'll help each other remember.
She's also rocking the Norn Crown, which is going to help with it sort of gets rid of the instinctive behaviour rules and stuff like that for anything within range.
And these guys we're going to use for the objectives for the game, the nodes, because the story we're going to do, which we'll cover in a minute, is basically the big boss down here wants a new Gribbler. He wants a new attack squig, which he's got in his profile, but he wants a new one with some sharpy teeth.
He wants to ride one into battle.
And he's heard these girls have the sharpest teeth. So your psychic powers.
So we've got Horror on the Broodlord.
Yeah.
And then on the main girl, she's got Catalyst and Psychic Scream. Excellent. And then obviously they've
Smite
both got
as well.
Smite. Yeah.
Right, and that comes in at 1,500 points. I think mine was
just below.
Yeah, I think mine's the same, just below, a couple of points below.
And that's that's 7 command points as well.
7 command points, excellent. So this is the table today. We've just rolled and we've got the hammer and anvil set up, which is obviously the long end of the boards with 12 inches each from the centre of the field. So Tom's going to get to pick his deployment zone after I've put down the objectives. So they don't need to be numbered for this game. So there's a node here, there's a node there, so there's 2 in this deployment zone. There's 1 under the trees, which must be a nice little breeding ground. And 1 back here in whoever zone this is. So Tom, which zone are you going to take, do you think?
I think I'll pick this one.
Right, so Tom's going to deliver this one. So we'll just give you an overview of the table then. So the dice are marking out the setup zone. So this will be the Ork setup zone. The tower with agreed people can get in, but it's 6 to go up or down. Just a straight tick, obviously fly, so gargoyles and stuff can land on it, and the Hive Tyrant if she wants to. Like we said, there's a one there in the crater, the woods, one in there, so obviously leading through to Tom's. There's a lot again. I like these mountains, a lot of line of sight blocking and stuff like that, which I don't know which army it's gonna. My army's rubbish at shooting anyway, and you don't have that many long range guns this time, so.
Not really.
So what I'll do, the Orks are first to drop. I think I should finish setting up before Tom does as well, because I've got big units but not many of them, so we'll come back after setup. So we'll look at the setup here. I've got the Gretchen holding the right flank and sitting on this objective because there's a lot of them to try and kill, so they might hold it for a time. And then we've got the Green Tide, which is coming this way. So we've got the first squad of boys right down here. They're not pushed up all the way, I'll show you why in a second. I sort of set them back. We've got the battle wagon there with the war boss in, the flash kits and the M.O.W squad. Then we've got the blueies, the blue boys that are sort of come around here, and that's to deny drops because Tom's got a lot of units that can drop in. If any one of them get close to them Gretchens, then they'll probably all die. So then we've got the Pain Boy and the Weird Boy down here next to the Death Dread. Again, the reason for that is Tom had so many more units to drop that it makes sense to leave these characters out for now. And then we'll move on to the pink ladies who've set up. And this unit here is why this unit here isn't as far up as it can be, because they're out of a first turn charge just, well obviously so am I, so it means at least I get a turn to think, oh I'm alive. And then, so he's got his Broodlord heading up the 2 waves of Gene Stealers here, which is very intimidating. Malanthrope sitting in the middle next to it. Well, they're not one unit of thingies, so have you split them into 2?
They're 2.
2 different units.
I've checked my list.
It's fine, yeah, you've got space for it anyway. So 2 different guys scattered over. Some of the Gribblers in the middle, because obviously he's an objective. Sitting right in there. And then again on Tom's left flank, look at this is just horde on horde.
I love it.
He's got some spore mines which he set up here to protect the back end of this guy, because obviously he's a heavy support, so big guns never tire. He's a good target to go for. Because I do have some commandos that can drop in and some terminal. These guys move so fast as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
And you are Hive Fleet cracking.
I am indeed cracking, so I'll be coming for you.
So you'll be advancing and charging and falling back and charging and all that shenanigans. So the most important role now is the Orks did finish setting up first. So there I'm looking for my green dice.
I've got my pink. Just
you pinched my dice. So right, so I'll let Tom roll first for cinematics. So I tell you what, I'll save my roll in case I get a good roll. Does Tom want to try and seize the initiative?
Yeah, sure.
You've done it every time I think so far.
I know, it's been pretty good, but no.
No, so actually, I might stay still for a turn. So it's going to be the Orks who go first, and I don't have long range guns to be fair, so
come to me.
We might have to push on or be cunning rather than brutal for the first turn and just hold back, but we'll see. We'll come back with Ork turn 1. So quickest movement phase I think in Ork history. These guys have stayed still. They're sitting where they want to be. The only real movement was the truck moved up to there, just around the corner, and the boys in blue have started to sort of snake up in support of the boss. The Weird Boy is down there, and the Pain Boy is shuffled around a little bit. And the Death Dread moved up, and these guys are holding that position for now. So psychic wise, there's nothing I can really do either. He's out of range of smite, and I don't fancy doing the jump yet. So we're going to hang off with the psychic phase. So the only thing really to do, because the battle wagon doesn't have any guns, is shoot the flash kits at either this squad or the Gene Stealers that were just in range. So with that, I think the flash kits will shoot the Gene Stealers. So we're going to start and finish. It's one unit. So in here, like I said, all the guys that have got combi shooters and everything's out of range. So we've got 5 flash kits in here, just in range of the Gene Stealer squad.
Yep.
And I'll play the stratagem daka. So because they're heavy weapons, I'll be hitting on 6s.
Nice.
Because this ugly biatch is within 3 of both the squads, I would be at -1 hit. And because the flash kits weapons are heavy, that means they'll be hitting on 7s. So there ain't going to be no shooting for the Orkies this turn. The commandos are staying off the board for now. So with that, that's the end of Ork turn 1.
Interesting.
No shots fired. We're just standing there growling at you. So we'll come back after I review Tom's movement phase. So Tom's kicking off his movement phase with a stratagem.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the Kraken stratagem, opportunistic advance, which means I get to double whichever number I roll on my advance, obviously the highest one, to try and get that first turn charge on your boys.
Which would be brutal sauce if you can
get it. It would be pretty good, so fingers crossed.
So 3d6, pick the highest and double it. Oh, so 12. Go. So those guys are going to move 20 inches this turn and can still advance. But obviously, they're going to be well out of range of the other guys. But that's a bold first move. Get some Gene Stealers up there. But we'll review the rest at the end. But we just wanted to film that because obviously
that's the one.
It's a biggie. Yeah. People may not have seen the stratagem before as well. So we'll see how we get on. Right, so a quick review of the Tyranid movement phase. These guys, as you saw on the roll before, got really far up, so they're about 6 inches away from these poor Orks. The Steelers and Broodlord moved up in support. The Bio dropped there. Now Tom, at the end of the movement phase, has been very cunning because he realised early on that my commandos had some opportunity down in the corners of the board to come and tackle his heavy support quite early. So he's dropped a Ripper squad in behind this Bio. And these Gargoyle squads literally filling the backfield. He's took a note from the Gretchen there, which is, we haven't measured it up yet, but I'm pretty sure that's denying any sort of backfield drop-ins.
This is only sort of one or two areas.
Yeah, small areas, and I don't think I'd fit 15 bases in there. So got these little drones also moved back a little bit again, just to screen other stuff. This Bio stayed still. These guys advanced up, and the Big Mama dropped in, which is in range of the Gretchen squad. These guys also got a good advance move up and are sitting, not obviously you don't score it yet, but they're sitting pretty ready to get in the cover next turn and sit on the objective. So with that, we'll go in to Tyranid Psychic phase. Yeah,
so I guess straight off, definitely going to try and cast the horror on these chaps here.
The horror on the Ork boys. So he's going to attempt the horror from the Broodlord onto this squad of boys who are obviously marked for death, so let's hope he perils.
Fingers crossed. And that's gone off,
so they are horror.
Nice start.
-1 to their hit rolls and -1 leadership on this boy squad.
And then if we...
Come on, boys.
I'm coming for you, boy. If we whip round to this side, I'm going to have Big Mama cast Catalyst on the Hormagaunts.
Oh, nice.
So I want to take care of my babies, you know.
Yeah.
So... that does go off, which is nice.
My Psyker is down there. He's out of range of all of his Psykers for denying, so...
And then for sheer crack, we're going to cast Psychic Scream on these.
Psychic Scream or Smite? Because your Smite could go D6. Psychic Scream has stuck at 3.
That's a good point, yeah. Let's go for Smite then.
Smite, yeah.
Excellent point, thank you. And that goes
so it goes off anyway. D3 mortal wounds on the Gretchen.
3.
3 Gribblers are gone. So Big Mama is going to unleash with a Twin Devourers against this heroic squad of Gretchen. They've already lost 3 guys.
So 12 shots hitting on 3s. Not too bad. Only
I think there's another
2
one.
misses.
Yep.
Nice.
And then these are wound on 2s.
Wound on 2s. If I could have the same roll, that would be quite good.
There's no negatives to this, so the Grots will get a save of a 6.
So only 1 miss. Good start.
So we've got 9 saves of a 6 with the Gribblies. Way! Wow. The Super Gretchens
weathered the storm.
That's not going to happen again. So we've lost 5 more guys from the squad, which is 8 in total. So these girls next are going to shoot at Devourers.
At those blue boys.
At the boys in blue. The boys are back in town. Not for long, they're going to get eaten, these guys.
Right, so 15 shots.
Obviously the other guns are out of range, so he's just shooting what he can.
Just Devourers, and they are hitting on 4s. Not too bad again.
It's another okay roll.
Yeah, pretty good for little Temmies.
And there's strength 4 on it, so they'll be one of the boys on 4.
Right. Not as good, but...
3 wounds.
Aye.
So the boy squad, there's no negatives to this, and they're all within range of the pain boy, so they'll get their saves of 6s. Oh, just knocked you in. No.
Good.
But they'll also get the pain boy saves Have a 6, see if he can save anybody. No, so we've lost 3 boys.
Good.
From this squad as well.
Nice.
The last 2 units to shoot in the whole army, I think, are the 2 Biovores. You're just going to do them both at the same time?
Yeah, I'll roll it in the middle
and
there.
They're both going to come for the Death Dread.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 hits.
Hit. Wow,
oh, that's
nice.
a first.
Yeah.
So it's a dice for the mortal wounds. So a 1 is nothing, a 6 is 3, and anything else is 1, yeah?
It might be D3, the 6.
Right, well, we'll double check. I think, yeah.
Anything else is 1, yeah.
So we've got
2 wounds.
2 mortal wounds off the Death Dread.
Nice.
Right, so we'll let you have a think about potential charges.
Well, no. Just them coming into your boys.
Tell you what, let's do it now. We'll roll the charge distance.
Okay. I'll come around.
We'll see what you get, and then I'll measure up to see how many boys are in range of Overwatch. Ooh, I think they're definitely in.
Yeah.
So we'll come back after some Overwatch. So the Gene Stealers are in. They made that charge range. We managed to kill 2 on the way into Overwatch, which is very good.
Pretty good,
It all helps. Tom did say off camera if I managed to knock him below 10 he would flip the table. But that obviously wasn't going to happen. But so Tom's now got 13 of these Gene Stealers.
Yes.
So there'll be a 4 attacks each.
Yes. It's maths I can't do.
But the Broodlord is well out of range.
Yeah.
But still, it's 42 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. So what we'll do, we'll just roll them off camera. It's way too many dice.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how many Orc boys that clears out, and then come back for the Orc boys, because there might not be many of them left alive after this hit.
I hope so.
22 hits, so we'll roll them up to... Right, so the Gene Stealer's been strength 4, will be wounding the boys on 4s, so the first 11... It's
Rubbish.
3, that's not good for you. And well, obviously some of them have acid mowers, but it'll make no difference because the normal attacks are going to go straight through the boy armour. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So we've got 10 boy saves. Oh, this is the pain boy save, sorry, because I don't get any normal armour. Pain boy doesn't save anybody. So that's 6, 10 boys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I'll push my boys up and come back with my attacks back. So these guys, there's now 20 boys left, which means the unit gets a +1 attack. If Tom had killed another guy, I'd be down to 3 attacks.
Don't rub it in.
So, not including the knob, these boys get 4 attacks each, so they'll have 76 attacks back against the Gene Stealer. This is going to be a good fight.
Might be a Gene Stealer wipe here.
Might be. So we'll do I've got 25 dice in my hand, which is why Tom holding the camera. So I'll do this 3 times, then add another dice, then we'll attack with the knob. These are horrid now though.
That's
so
true.
they're hitting on 4s.
Right.
So we've
still pretty good.
Got some misses. So what I'll do, I'm going to roll these to wound as well before I forget.
Okay.
So.
There was a 3 in there, mind.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'll get rid of another one. So this is the first wave. And these wound on 4s. That wasn't 1. So we've got 5 wounds so far.
Proper scrap, this is what this is. Orcs love Gene Stealers.
6, 7, 8, 9 wounds.
Right. Not as bad as I was expecting there, but you never know.
Oh, that's a good hit roll.
That's pretty good.
It's 2 in there, but I can't reach them, so I'll take them 2.
Sure. Someone's been dice rolling for a while, haven't you?
Yeah. It's another good one.
Tasty.
It's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 19.
Nice.
And I'm going to do the knob's attacks. The knob will go up to 4 attacks. So we've got 19 wounds, is that correct?
So far, yeah.
And the knob's missed with them all. Hits on 3s normally, -1 for horror, -1 for the power core.
Good job I did that.
So these are on 5s and 6s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Gene Stealers dead.
That's quite a few.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which will leave 2.
Poor little babies.
But more importantly as well, I think they're well out of synapse range, aren't they? 18 inches.
Yeah, they probably are, yeah.
So they'll definitely fail a morale check. But the boys, what we'll do now, because it's the end of the phase, so we'll go over the stuff. So if Tom points the camera here, These blues took 3 casualties,
Yep.
but their leadership is the size of the mob, so they can't fail a morale check because it's only 26 or 27. Ork boy units can use the leadership of orcs within 6. Now the big mob is just out. So this mob now has a leadership of 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. They lost 10 men, so they can't fail. They're still the 2 biggest squad. These have lost 8. Their leadership is 4, so we'll take the morale check for those. 5, so 5 and 4 is 9. No, 5 and 8, sorry, is 13. But with a grot hound here, what you could do, you can ignore that and kill D3 of them instead. So 1. So
Lucky.
yeah, he gobbles up the guy and says, "Don't be stupid."
Don't be stupid.
So to overview, the orc units obviously can't fail, but the gene stealers,
Yeah. Gone.
well, it's 11 losses. They're out of synapse range. Tom can spend 2 command points to keep them.
Maybe to tie you up might be an idea. Tell you what, I'll have a think about that and we'll come back in a sec.
So Tom has decided to spend his command points to keep these guys in. Basically, his thinking is obviously, you know, if he didn't, these guys would push up. Maybe these guys would push up, get some pistol range on these stealers to start whittling them down beforehand. But obviously he wants to pin these guys back here and cause as much damage as he can, really, and basically free up the room for his stuff to advance rather than me take the middle ground, which could be a good thing. We don't know. We'll see how it pans out in the game. But obviously Tom has got massive ball control. He's controlling this half of the table. I'm sort of pushed back into this sort of third, really, but we'll come back with the boys.
The boys!
Turn 2.
Oh, boys!
Right, another quick movement phase there for the orcs. So these boys obviously aren't going anywhere, but they can still shoot their pistols in combat. So there might be a chance to get rid of them. A little bit of shuffling up here. You see the dreadnought switched around to this side. More to give him cover from the Hive Tyrant in case she decides to pop over. And the boys have sort of fanned around covering the characters because I've had to leave a bit of a gap here now because there's so much stuff died. These Gretchen have been told to tactically withdraw and block the pass down here. So that's exactly what they've done. Because Snickrot and his boys are obviously hiding in this crater. Look at the cantina, look at that. They've busted out and they're coming out.
We're coming!
They're going to sell themselves because they've seen a big trophy there, so they want that. And the boss's truck has just rammed right up on top of the objective.
Absolutely.
Nobody's got out yet because it's open top now, still shooting. There's combi scorchers in there and stuff like that. So it puts us in a bit of range of other stuff, and obviously with its death roller, it could churn up some gribblies in the middle of the table there. So with that, we're going to go on to Psychic Fan. Actually, you know what? Even then, there's still nothing psychic-wise because you need line of sight. So I cannot target this Gene Stealer unit with Smite. But I could still maybe go for the closest visible would be the Gribblers maybe. Okay. So we'll measure that out and have a look. So we'll attempt the Smite because I don't want to do the jump. So on a 5 up, and here's the little Gribblers down there. So Smite goes off. Now I'm just over 24 inches away to deny from his Psychers. So, and obviously 18 would have given us a -1. Oh, wait there. Shadow the Warp's 18. I scored a 5. Now I need to add up some boys. So basically the 5 would become an 8 because there are 30 something orc models within 10 inches of the weird boy. So you would have still cast it if Shadow the Warp was off, but obviously I was a bit concerned there because I thought, uh-oh, he might end up going boof and popping his brain. So I've got D3 mortal wounds on the Gribbles for 2. So there's 2 of those guys going to go. And then we'll go into the shooting phase. I'm going to let Tom take the camera because I don't have much gun, but I'm going to need some handfuls of dice, I think. Start with the occupants of the battle wagon. So we've got the flash kits. I'm going to shoot the Hive Tyrant and try and hopefully strip some wounds off her. I have moved in the heavy weapons, so they'll be hitting on 6s. But I'm going to use the stratagem dagger. So if I get any 6s, I can get another shot with that gun.
Nice.
So 3 shots each, hitting on... Oh no, sorry, you hit on 4s.
Right.
It'd be 5s because they've moved. Because I'm thinking of this mount up. So I've got
2 extra attacks. And
3
1.
hits so far and 2 extras that can go. So I've got 4 hits altogether.
Nice.
What I'm going to do now as well, after these have shot, they can shoot again, but it has to be at the closest unit, which will be the Gribbly unit in front.
Okay.
So on a 6. Oh, nice.
Get lost.
So we'll do... I am the devil.
You are.
We'll do the shots later. So these are strength
the Hive Tyrant.
5. They'll need 5s to wound. So I've got no wounds.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to spend a command point there. But more importantly, I get to shoot. Yay,
that is true, yeah. Much more important, I would say.
Yeah, so these will hit on 5s again because they moved. I don't think the stratagem works again for a second time, which would be nice, but I don't think it does. So that's only 3 hits. These will kill on 3s, I believe, because there is a minus to the gun.
So another 2 down.
So that's 2 more guys down. Do you want me to just take the back ones?
Yeah, just grab them for us.
They'll be within sign-ups of stuff anyway.
Yes,
so
they definitely are.
Then what we're going to do inside the boss is going to shoot his... He's got a custom Scorcher, so he's going to shoot the Scorcher at these, because it's the only thing in range. And he's going to shoot the Shooter at the other squad of Hormigans.
Yeah.
So he'll hit on 5s, because this isn't a heavy weapon. So he's got no hits there, but it's D6 hits on the unit in front. Whoa! 4, thought that was going again. And this will wound on 3s, because it's a heavy flamer, basically.
Right.
So, and it'll be -1, so that's 2 more.
Yeah.
Assuming Tom's happy for me to take. If he's not, we'll take him from other places.
Take that Devourer away, like. You can put that one back.
That one.
Right. That's not where he came from, thank you very much.
They're all going to die. So, that's the dude shoot the things and shot. There's no guns on the battle wagon.
Right.
But I do have the M.O.W unit inside who've all got shooters.
Yeah. So
they're going to shoot the shooters at the Hormigan unit because they're just in range.
Yep. So we'll just drag these dead bodies in it.
So these hit on 5s.
Yeah, not too bad.
3 hits. And it'll be wounded on 3s. Drop dice. So 2. So Tom will have 2 saves of a 6 because there's no minuses on these.
Right.
Use yours, I mean.
2 saves of a 6.
Oh! Ooh. Now who gets a 6?
I know. That's never happened before.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all the guns done there. We'll do these boys' pistols. Now we can only shoot within 1 inch, so not all of them will be able to get pistols. 11 on 5s. What?
Nice. That might be some Gene Stealers.
And 4s. Well, there's 3. So you got 3 5s or 6s. And there's 2 Gene Stealers left.
We can make it, lasses. Come on.
Nope. They're dead. So that's cleared them up, which is handy.
Which is good. For you.
Yeah, definitely better for me than it is for you, that's for sure. You know what? I might have some of these boys in range, pistol range. I've got about the front 3 guys, so why not?
Okay.
Why not go for some pistol shots? So 5s. Nope, nothing.
Fair enough.
Right, so we'll spin round to this side where the brave commandos have come in. And they're going to shoot.
They look awesome, by the way.
They're going to shoot the pistoles. Now the burners will be out of range because obviously I have to be more than 9 inches away. But everyone's within range of Big Mamacita.
Big Mamacita.
So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. These will hit on 5s. So that's 3. And these will wound on 5s. We've got 1. We've got a wound, a 6. And she'll get a normal 3 of armour. Oh, I thought I was going to do 1.
Nearly did. Looked like it.
So with that, that's the end of my shooting phase.
Nice.
So we'll go into the assault phase. Oh, she's going to murder them. So basically what we're going to do, they're only 1 damage each on the commandos are going to charge both units because they don't have any overwatch.
Right, yeah. That's a very good point, yeah.
And he's going to charge both units because they don't have any overwatch.
Sweet.
And the battle wagon in the middle, which can't really fail, is going to charge that unit. Because it does have a death roller, so I want to squish some bugs.
Should we do Overwatch off camera because that's a lot of...
We'll roll the charge distance.
Alright, yes.
This guy kind of feels no point because I can't move anywhere else anyway.
Fair enough.
So what we'll do, we'll roll for the commandos. So they're definitely
nice.
We'll roll for Snickrot, who's also in.
Whoa!
So, and I didn't have to spend any command points. And Orks, if people didn't know, can reroll failed charge distances.
Here we go, innit?
Here we go. So
here we go, mate.
We'll let Tom do some Overwatch off camera, come back, and then go into the assault phase. Right, so after charge and piling, this is what it looks like down here. So obviously Tom's done his Overwatch, got a hit on the commando squad, but more importantly I managed to save it, which was a miracle in itself. Got some hits on the battle wagon down there, but failed to wound. So we haven't taken any damage in Overwatch. So the way these guys have worked out is these guys have all ended up going to attack that unit. And then we've got the Burners, the Power Fist, and a couple of the normal guys are going to go in against her. Now, Tom has got 4 command points. So I'm going to start down here rather than with the battle wagon. So each of these boys gets 30 attacks. So we're going to roll some dice and come back with some hits. Right, so we're starting with the commander squad, like we said. These guys attacking the Gribbles. So I need 3s to hit.
Good.
I think I can reroll 1s when they're within 6 of Snickrot, or it's the add 1 to the hit roll. I can't do anything with the 2s. So this is the first wave. So we've got that many hits.
Nice.
And these will wound on 3s. So that's 3, 6, 8 so far. We'll do the next wave. There's another couple of 1s. Oh wow. These commandos look like the ambush tactic could work against the Gribblies anyway. 8, so we've got 11, 40, 20, exactly 20 wounds.
Wow.
On those guys. Right, so then we've got the rest of the squad. So we've got the M.O.W on the High Tyrant. So he hits on 3s normally, -1 because of his power fist, so he'd be hitting on 4s. And he can reroll 1s because Snickrot's nearby. Oh, got 1 hit. 2 hits. He's going to be strength 8, so he'd be 3s to wound. Oh, I'm going to command point this one.
Okay.
So that's 2 wounds, takes
Nice.
me down to 5 command points. So Tom's got his 2 invuns. It's failed them both. So these are 2d3 damage. 4. It's a start. It's a start. That's what we wanted. So it's a start on her.
Yep.
Then we've got 2 guys with the Burners, which you can use in melee. So they've got a decent amount of hits there. Now these are still strength 4, so I need 5s to wound, but they will be -2 AP. So 1. So you've got 1 more on your invuln. Nope, so she's taken 5 wounds. And then we've got the commandos, the 2 commandos there as well. Wow. Boys, you're doing me proud. I'll get that again. So these need 5s and 6s. There's another 1 on your 3-up armor this time. Yes, so she's saved. So she took
5 wounds to save for her and 20 for these guys.
Tom's got 20 saves to make on these guys on a 6-up. And then he's got his catalyst as well, yeah. So there is a good chance he'll save a lot of them.
Hopefully. So 3 saves there.
Yeah, so we'll take them out and roll them dice again on 5-ups. These guys save. I forgot they had catalyst on, but I'd rather hit them than they hit me.
Really need as many as possible here.
Yeah. That's definitely cocked.
Nope. Wow.
So I'll let you see how many that is that have died.
3, 4. So saved. Wow.
How many's
so
in the
2
squad?
left.
So Tom has got 2 left. Are you spending command points to interrupt? Or... No? Okay. So Tom is not interrupting, so we're going to go with Snickrot. If he can take the head of this beast, he'll be forever a hero. So he gets 6 attacks, hits on 2s, and he can reroll 1 because he is a commando.
Nice.
So they all hit, but he will be wounding on 5s. But if these go through, the 2 damage a pop. There you go. And I'm not sure there's any rend. You might want to check on it, Tom.
Just the 1.
Just the 1 wound. I've used my command reroll, so I can't use any more this turn. Tom's got 1 save to make it -1 because he's used Mork's Teeth. So there's 2 more damage of 5. Knock it down to 5 wounds. That's it's a lot better than I thought I would do. Next, we'll move on to the fun bus. 6 attacks, it will be hitting on 2s, and because it's strength 8 when it's undamaged, it'll be killing on 2s because the death roller gives a penalty. So, let's see if I can clear me some Gribbles. So we've got 5 hits. Let's see that one there. He's got rid of 4 of them. So there was already a couple gone that unit, but like I said, I think they'll be within sign-ups because the boom lord's hiding around here.
They're in range of her.
And what we're going to do before Tom forgets is he's got 7 6-ups to make with Tenacious Survivor, which he chose as a Warlord trait instead of one of the Tyranid ones. So any of these will add a wound back.
Hey.
Yep, so she's got one back, so she's up to 6. Which is good. But now, more importantly, it's the Tyranids' turn to fight back.
Aye, right.
Bye, boys.
Well, no. So, we'll start off with her. And I think we'll just...
If anyone's wondering, she doesn't have the monstrous talent, so she'll have a 4 base attacks and a tail attack. So she can either go against Snickrot, or she can go against the Commando squad. Or she can split them two into whichever way you want to do it. But our attacks will be 1 damage and no AP.
He's not your warlord, is he?
He's not, no, he's just a character.
We'll just do it against you guys, try and... Or should we just go for a character? Yeah, we'll go for the character.
Yeah, he does buff them a little bit and he's quite good, so he gets a lot of attacks.
Right, so...
So I think is she hitting on...
2? Oh, she might be down, aye, right.
We'll double check. Yeah, so she is damaged, hitting on 3s.
So only 1 miss.
Yeah. You using a command point, or are you just going to keep it?
Stick with it, yeah.
I think she's strength 6, isn't she? So she'll be wounding on 3s.
Yep.
So she's got 2 normal wounds and a tail wound.
Yeah. So
right, so Snickrot has a 6 up save, so against the 2 normal attacks, you save 1. And against the tail, this is the one I want to save because this is D3 damage. Close.
Let's see what it is.
So we'll see how much damage he takes. He's already took 1, and another one he's took 2. So Sneaky Rot there, down to 4 wounds. He has 6 to start off with. Whew, I'm happy with that. I was expecting him to go down. To be honest, I forgot. I was just thinking monstrous side and talons all the time.
So we've got 4 attacks from these 2 poor little things.
Little girls.
They'll be hitting on...
They'll be hitting on 3s, I think, or 4s. We'll double check. Just roll the dice.
That's
not hitting
atrocious.
on. So that's either 1 or none. Yep, that's none. They are hitting on 4s. But then you go down. There's some girlies left down here to attack the fun bus.
They'll be also hitting on 4s.
Yeah, and how many?
Oh, hang on. Silent talents. Rerolling 1s. I did not.
Get 2. Reroll 2 dice. I think you got 2 1s. Because you got a 3 and a 2 as well, I think.
Nope.
So no hits.
Right. So they have 1 attack each.
Yep, there's 5 of them down there.
5 of them. Right.
Where you going?
Anywhere you want.
Karaoke, karaoke.
They actually do hit.
Yeah, better. They can't miss. They're on it.
So
they'll need 6s to wound because they're strength 3, I think.
Nope.
No, so no wounds.
Fair enough.
So I think with that, it's straight into the morale phase. Now these guys are well within 18, so they're fearless. We'll measure up for these guys because, like I said, I think the Broodlord's within range, so they should be okay. And miraculously enough, none of these are dead. Yeah, so with that, the morales are done. None needed to be done, really. Everybody's in range. The Orks, I'm happy with that turn. That went a lot better than expected. But more importantly now, the Tyranids get a chance to absolutely smack the crap out of me this turn. So we'll see. Tom's still got Ravenaz and the Red Terror in reserve as well. All my models are on the field. So we'll come back after Tom's movement, turn 2. Right, so an overview of Tom's turn here. He has used the stratagem, knocking him down to 2 command points to heal the Hive Tyrant, who was...
Didn't heal much.
He healed a wound, which is
at a top profile now, so that's good.
It's not bad, but all these guys advanced around to obviously come and smash B. Baracus in his big 18 van there.
Come up.
He's ignoring the Ork boys for now, but he wants to smash where the Warlord is.
Termagants have fallen back, so they'll not be doing much. The Rippers have all came to sort of,
shield this guy a bit.
Up together with
Gargoyles,
this
did they advance as well?
They certainly did, and they got an extremely good advance, so they've moved 17.
I'm not sure if they're in range of anything, they're 12-inch guns. They might be, but obviously they'll be hitting on really bad. They might get a couple of shots at the battle wagon.
Spawn lines moved up just to cause a bit of a screen for these, because I'm assuming
the Orks have got nothing else to drop in, so basically the Tyranids throwing everything in front lines now. Hive Tyrants fell back. She's winged, she can still shoot, and she's cracking, so she can still charge. And these guys, were they falling back or staying locked in?
I think just leave them where they are.
They're
not going to do much, are they?
I don't know, you tell me.
And then these guys have
Tom's done the same, if I'm going to drop in and disrupt his plans, he's going to drop in and disrupt mine. So these Gretchen look like they're living on borrowed time. Because they ain't going to eat their way through this squad, that's for sure. So I might have to commit Boyz backwards this way, which is what he's hoping for. So we'll go straight into Tom's psychic phase, yeah.
So I think first things first, got to get catalyst on this lady. So I'll do it here. And that goes off, which is nice. Which
I might try and deny.
Oh, okay.
It was a 6, I believe. With my Psyker, who is in range, you'd be down there somewhere. So I'm going to try and deny catalyst. Which it's denied.
Nice, fair enough. Then I will smite your battle wagon.
Smite the commandos will be closest.
Oh yes, yeah,
Yep.
sorry, yeah, commandos, which goes off.
I had a feeling you were going to get like the big one.
D3, just the one.
Just the one, so we'll take a commando off in a minute.
And
We'll
then
take them off now.
the Brood Lord. Ooh, do I smite or do I horror?
Well, the battle wagon does hit on 2s in combat with
Pretty
its
good.
roller, so we'll be hitting on 3s. I mean, you don't have to horror the battle wagon, but it is the closest unit for a smite, and it hasn't been damaged yet.
Yeah, I reckon it's smite
D7.
actually.
Yeah, smite action on the battle wagon, which is be the big one.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
But if it could be a big damage, no.
So another one, so a wound off the battle wagon.
The first wound off it.
Kicking off the shooting phase then, I just named that Julie. But I don't know if Tom...
She was called Michaela at one point. I don't know, it's just
Michaela seems very chavvy. But,
right, she's putting all her shots into the
she's
wagon.
going for the battle wagon, yeah.
She'll be hitting on 3s because she's about our top profile, which is nice. And that's an absolutely horrendous roll.
That is a horror roll.
Okay, and then it's strength 6, so
5s to wound,
Fives to wound.
T7 because it's open topped.
wow, mint.
Just
One
the one.
wound,
Was
yeah.
there any minuses on that?
No.
So we get a save on the battle wagon. It's dropped a wound. It's
Nice.
down to 14.
Fair enough. We've got 4 gargoyles in range.
Yeah, just down here. 4 out of this squad, just in range of the battle
We'll
wagon.
be hitting on 4s.
Hitting on
flesh
5s because
borers.
they advanced. We get -1, so you still got 2 hits because they're assault
good.
weapons.
And then they'll be wounding strength.
Was it strength 3 or 4?
Strength 4.
It's 5s to wound, same as. Wow, so
1.
one from those guys. So 4 up on the wagon of battle. Oh, saved that one.
Nice. Then both Biovores are going to shoot your wagon as well.
Okie dokie.
So there's a miss and a hit.
So do you want to roll the hit, see what damage that goes down?
Ooh.
So we're down to 11 wounds now.
Well, it's the D3, so.
Oh, is it definitely D3, not 3? Yep, it is D3, so we're at 14 wounds, down to 13 wounds. You can still spend a command point this phase if you want. Seems to be a good dice to use it on, a mortal wound dice.
Yeah, because it can only be the same or better, so yeah, we'll do that.
Shouldn't have said no.
2.
So we're down to 12 wounds with the battle wagon.
And then there's a spawn line going to pop up right next to you.
So we'll see where Tom pops.
Shooting up the top.
So just point out there, the spawn main that missed is going to drop here, and we'll cover what will happen with that later. So the battle wagon's sitting on 12 wounds now. Then we've got the Ravener squad, which are coming down here, with a red terror. These Gretchen start digging foxholes. They're not all in cover, so they ain't getting any benefit to the cover save. It's going to be a lot of shots.
So yeah, we are hitting on 4s.
With lots of dice.
Ooh, not bad.
It's strength 4, I believe the gun should be wounding on 2s.
Nice. So only 2.
And there's no negative on this, is there?
No.
Right, no negative, so come on Gretties. Oh, so we've lost 5 grots from that squad. Was there any more gun down here? The Red Terror, did he have any?
No, he hasn't got.
No.
Bees.
5 grots gone. So we've got the dice here for the end of the morale phase if they're still alive because they're going to get charged. That's all Tom's shots done now.
Aye.
So I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll declare your charges if you want and do any Overwatch off camera.
So
because if you charge the tank, the guys inside cannot Overwatch because they're not the target of a charge.
wicked. Basically, all 3 units here coming into your tank. Yeah, might as well bring the Hive Tyrant in onto your tank as well. And then...
Well, you know that those guys are within a 12-inch charge. There's no guns on the tank for Overwatch. So if you wanted to maximise your amount of attacks on it, but then if it goes...
My problem is I think you're going to come running down here towards this Bible.
So you want those to be able to intercept. No, good plan.
And then obviously these guys coming into your grots.
So we'll have a little bit of grot Overwatch, but that's about it. So I'll tell you what, where do you want to start with your rolls? Do you want to start with the deep strikers? Because if they, I think everything around here you'd have to go pretty shit to fail.
Yeah, well the distance has just changed.
Yeah, I think it'll still be about 9 because there's a guy, but it means.
So that one is 9.
Yeah,
so
but it means it's a
Terror's
little
9.
bit further to get to some of the other guys.
So I think the others are all going to be 10. So we'll do the Raveners first.
So he basically wants a good roll here.
Nope.
So are you using a command point to reroll the 2 or not?
Nope.
Nope.
That's not going to work.
So they're not in. Red Terror himself, who's the guy that is the closest at 9. He is in. So he'll get in to eat some gribblies.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm not going to have many guns against him, so we'll move him up. Do you want to do the Hive Tyrant next since you're here?
Yeah.
She's definitely in. The way we're doing it as well, the spore mines, I'll just point out on the stats, what you do, you drop a spore mine, it has to be within 6 of the target. So in my estimations, that's anywhere from 1mm away to 6 to just within 6 inches away. It can't move or charge on the turn it's dropped, but if it at the start of the charge phase, or the end of the charge phase, if it's within 3 of a unit, it pops. So that is going to pop, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, so we'll do the Gene Stealers first. Oops, we'll hear you.
Well, they're definitely in. Why don't you roll for the Broodlord? Because obviously he's going to need to leave some space to get models in. Ooh, the Broodlord.
I will command point that.
Okay.
So that'll be what, my last?
That's Tom's last command point gone. I think that's
5.
Possibly.
Ooh. What do you reckon?
I cannot see from here. I think you're in.
I think so, just.
Yeah, I think you're in. It looks like about it from here.
No room for movement with that one. And we'll try the Malanthrop as well.
So Malanthrop's going in for shits and giggles.
Yeah. She's, I think so.
Well, she can fly over the top, so she should be.
Definitely, yeah.
So, right, we'll do some Overwatch and we'll come back. The Red Terror has made it into combat, taking no damage to Overwatch. Now, at the end of the charge phase, this guy has heroically intervened to protect his beloved little gribblies. So he's going to grot pod that up the butt.
Cool.
There's a big soup in the middle.
Yeah, I love this. It looks amazing.
Obviously, you've seen the charges and say the Steelers got 11, the Broodlord got enough, that got enough, the roll in, this is in. Oh, did we push her in? Yeah, she's pushed right out. Just leave her
in as best you can.
Now, at the end of the charge phase, the thingy's going to be...
Oh, the spore mine.
Yeah. So do you want to roll a dice and see what happens?
So it's a big...
So basically its rules are that the nearest enemy model, not any model, takes that'll take a mortal wound. So it'll knock it down to 11. And then we're going to see where Tom wants to go with his attacks, because I do have enough points to interrupt. And if all these Gretchen come in, the weight numbers could just kill the Red Terror. So Tom went first there with the Broodlord, because he wanted to try and strip some wounds off the guy. He got a bunch of hits, but he didn't get any of the magic 6s to do the 3 damage, but he did end up causing 4 damage on the battle wagon.
Yep.
And we're just deciding whether I want to interrupt or not. Right, so the battle wagon, I am going to pay the points to interrupt, just because I think these Gene Stealers will start shredding the wounds off it now. So at its current profile, it's going to be strength 6 with D6 attacks, each one causing a -2 to the save and 1 damage. So with that, I think I'm going to go against the Gene Stealers, because they haven't attacked yet. So I'm going to go D6 attacks for 5.
Nice.
Now it's still got a death roller, so it's still hitting on 2s. So they all hit, and they'll be wounding on 3s, I think. So that's 5 saves with the Steelers on a 5 up.
Oh, oops.
I don't know how many are in the score, but I need to kill. Oh,
yes!
So it's got 2.
So I'll take 1 and 2.
Which should leave enough to keep his attacks
at
the highest level. So I'll take my command points off for that then. And then we'll let Tom roll for the Steelers. 52 attacks, 26 and 26 if you've got them.
Yeah.
26 and 26, hitting on 2s because the Broodlord is nearby. So he should end up with a fair few hits here, I'm guessing around 50.
Right.
So we've got 44, we'll roll some wounds. Right, first batch of wounds. So these will be 5s to wound. And the 6s will do extra bonus.
Yeah. It's only on
just 7. To highlight, it's on 7 wounds. There's 10 ones there, which will be at minus big. It's got a 4-up armour. I think the Gene Stealer's minus is -3, isn't it? Well, I know the Acid Maw is. So even with the Acid Maws here, that's going to take 3 wounds. We'll take these off. And what? Which would leave it on 4 wounds. So I'm going to roll these dice. It's lost 2 more wounds, so it's on 2 wounds. And it's way dead. It's way dead.
I think so.
So we'll see if it blows. No. Do I use a command point? No. I wish I could just blow it up. So what we'll do, I think when it blows up, there's just enough space to get some guys down there, but I am probably going to lose some guys, so we'll see where we can fit everything. I'll consolidate in with the Gene Stealers to stop any shooting flamers coming in the next turn. And the Malanthrope will leave the result as we did. It took a wound off the guys. Obviously they can't attack because they weren't the target of a charge, but we'll come back and do that later. We'll go down because Tom's going to do the Red Terror.
I guess it's against your guy, right? Cause he's...
No, because he wasn't the target, but the Grots were.
Alright, okay.
So this is going to eat a lot of Gretchen, probably.
Well, hopefully. We'll see. Whoops. So the...
Hits on 2s, isn't he? Because he adds to himself.
This is his thingy tail as well, so... so 2 misses, but they're all through. And then what's
Does he not get to reroll 1s with talons, Shiden talons?
That is very true, thank you very much. So only 1 miss, that's nice. And then what's the thingy?
You'll be, as long as you're more than strength 4, you'll be 1 on 2s, which you're more than strength 4, it'll be strength 5 on you.
So 2 misses, but 3 go through.
At minus something, so 3 are dead.
It'll be -1, I think.
Yeah, so there'll be 3 of those guys dead.
Losers, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got the 2 girls that are still down here, they can go.
Come on, ladies!
Wow, 3 hits.
Alright,
Did
cool.
they? Oh, it's no 1s.
That's what, yeah. We'll be wounded.
Strength 3, so they'll be 1 on 5s. Because my boys is tough.
Nope.
No wounds. So it's now the Orcs' turn to go back. So I'm going to hand this to Tom and get all my dice ready. I'll do the Runt Herd. So go with the Runt Herd first, who has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Nice.
So they all hit. What's the toughness of the Red Terror? It's 5. So his Grot Pod is +2 strength. So I'm wounding on 3s.
Cool.
So he's got 2 wounds. I haven't used a command point this phase. I'm going to keep it like that. 2 wounds, but it is at -1. The Grot Pod.
Okay, so I will be on 5 ups. Wait, saved 1, lost 1.
How many wounds does he get?
It is 6 wounds, so he's down to 5.
And that's the red dice here.
Yeah,
You're going to need your pinks, you've got millions of dice to attack.
He's a red terror, so...
So then we've got...
She's a red terror.
She's a cheeky terror. We've got 6 Gretchen. These are the guys that are going to kill you.
Yeah!
So they hit on 5s.
Got it.
2 hits. I'll be wounding you on 6s. For nothing.
Okay, cool.
We'll come down here. I think these are dead.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There might be.
Oh god. So there's 33 attacks from the normal guys. Then obviously there's the M.O.W, who's got the power claw, and the 2 burner dudes, which would be within an inch of him. So first wave, lots of hits. Well, they're dead.
Yeah.
Tom's happy. There's just so many.
I was going to say, I don't think they're going to survive that.
Well,
so.
off the first wave, there's that many wounds.
Yeah.
So they're not catalyst or anything. This
Nope.
season, so we've got a couple of flash kits left, and the captain has a chopper. So these are going to go against the Gene Stealers. Yeah. They miss. Saving graces that the flash kits are strength 5, so these are wound on 3s. So that's four 5 ups with the Genie Stealers.
Cool.
I think it is. I could maybe thin these out a little bit.
So
they've knocked out 2 Gene Stealers, which leaves the M.O.W squad and the War Boss as well. So I'm gonna have to hand this back to Tom because I need to get a lot of dice.
Yeah.
So we've got the M.O.W squad now. So we've got a M.O.W with a big chopper, a second M.O.W with a big chopper, 2 with power stabbers. And what I'm going to do is roll these all at the same time. I had to talk about it off camera. I'm going to be wounding on the same roll. The Gene Stealers have got invuln saves. They've got 1 wound apiece, so these don't matter. And we've also got the M.O.W with a power claw, but I'll do his separately because he hits on worse. So these will be hitting, all going against the Gene Stealers on a 3 up. So I want to try and thin these guys out. That's a good roll. And these will be wounding the Gene Stealers on a 3 up. It's an okay roll as well. So Tom's got 6 more saves with his Gene Stealers.
6, yep.
So there's another 3 gone. We'll take that off in
good.
a second. And I believe she does just give the -1 for shooting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not in combat, okay? Because that would have made a big difference. So the M.O.W with the power claw will be hitting on 4s now because he's -1. So he's got a single hit. He'll wound on a 2. He does wound, so you've got another 5 up with a Gene Stealer.
Come on, ladies.
Nope, no. So that's 4 Gene Stealers gone.
Yeah.
And then we've got the War Boss to attack, who's got Head Womp as Kill Chopper. So the war boss has got 4 attacks. He'd be hitting on 2s, he'd be wounding on 2s, but if I get a 6 to wound, it's D3 mortal wounds instead of a normal wound, and mortal wounds can spill over as well.
Ooh.
So 2s, so they all hit. So hang on one sec, we've got 4 stealers to remove, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just going to see how many are left because I might want to use a command point. So we've got 3. I'll take that one off. 4. I'm going to use a command point on that. So we've got 4 hits. And we've got 3 wounds, but the 6 is D3 mortal wounds instead. Oh, just 1. So that'll kill a Gene Sealer outright.
Now I've got 3 saves.
And then Tom's got 3 in-run saves to make. Which he drops. Yeah. So that's another 3. Obviously these guys are going to be fearless. I'm assuming you probably want to take them from here and keep some on the war boss and stuff like that.
Probably a good idea.
So I'm happy with that. I thinned out the Gene Stealer herd a lot.
It's pretty amazing.
But still a lot of damage to be done in there. I'll point out as well now, Tom, that Tom had forgot he does have a lictor in his list, which he'd forgot to put in the army overview, but it is in his list.
It is in the list.
He's just remembered, so it's going to come on, which is not too late anyway. We'll let him bring it on at the end of his 3rd turn, which is next turn. But with that, I need to do some morale checks. So the Orks in the middle are okay. Oh no, sorry, the Flash Gates have lost 3 guys.
Right.
So they'll need a morale check. That's a 5, that would be an 8. But they can use the leadership of any Ork mob within 6, and the boss is an 8.
Okay.
Say it with confidence. Boss is an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Down here, the Gretchen have lost 8 models. Their leadership 4, so they've lost 4 plus 4 is 8. But again, the Runt Herd's alive, so he's going to do his D3 instead, so 3. So 1, 2, 3 Gretchens have been gobbled.
Nice.
And they've passed the test. And I think that was it for morale. The Gene Stealers are immune to morale because they're within 18. And that's the end. So we'll come back after Orcs movement turn 3. Alright, so the Orc movement phase is done. These guys have moved up, as has the Pain Boy and the Boys in Blue and the Dreadnoughts popping around the corner. So they've got an easy charge on against the Broodlord, lots of shooty options available down here. There is a Scorcher on this guy, so I'm either going to go Broodlord or High Tyrant and strip some wounds. These can't move because they're still in combat. Snickrot, being sneaky as he is, has spotted an opportunity. So he's going to come up here with his boys have advanced this way. So we'll put some flamer rounds into here, maybe some pistol rounds into the gargoyles, and get a charge on down there. And this big soup, the state is big soup.
Orc soup.
So we'll come back after the psychic phase. He's moved close to both these units, so you can attempt that jump on the boys in yellow. Now it normally needs a 7 to go off. I don't have to count how many Orcs are within 10 inches here. There are enough Orcs to give him a +4 to this roll, but he is within 18 of the Broodlord, so Shadow on the Warp is a -1. So 7 plus 4 to that would give him an 8. But Tom could deny, so I'm going to use a command point to reroll one of the dice. Ugh. So it's a total of 5. We add 4 to it is a total of 9. So we'll see if Tom wants to deny. So my total that was 9 does drop to 8 because obviously Tom's guys are within 18. So is he going to attempt to deny the jump, which would go off on an 8? So you'll need a 9 to deny it.
I will, yes, try to do that. No.
No, so we're going to jump the boys.
The boys.
So psychic phase done. Whoop! But they have jumped round here, so they're now 9 inches away from the Ripper squad. And pistol range from them as well. I'm tempting, I might shoot my pistols at the Biovore and try and charge in. It's because the Biovores don't need line of sight, but they also can't overwatch, which we read in the book.
No.
So what we're going to do, Snickrot down there is going to throw a grenade at Big Mama.
Big Mama.
He's got some grenades, he's got 5 grenades.
Let's get good grenades, man.
5 grenades.
This is when you drop
a hit. So he's got a grenade hit, he wound on a 6 because he's only strength 3.
Nice, done.
So she's got a 3 up. And a 6 up warlord trait.
Oh yes, thank you. Nope.
No, so wow, Snickrot's frag grenade has found its mark. It's knocked off a mascara or something like that. So the Gretchen's guns are pistols, so there's 4 of them within range of the Red Terror. So they can shoot in, and they hit on 4s.
Oh my god. Seriously, Dean. Dean!
I need that again. Well, I need 5s to wound. So I've got 1 wound on the Red Terror. No minuses, just little grot pistols. So you'll be on a 5 up, I think it was, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. I'm just quickly...
Come on, Gretchen.
No, it's a 4 up.
Oh, boo.
No.
Oh, come on, anyway. Gretchen.
Yeah. Hey.
These guys down here are going to put the burners into the thingy dudes, the spore mines, and they're going to put the pistols into... I'm going to measure up, see what I'm in range of actually, because that'll matter. Right, so we've measured the ranges and that and decided. So the burners, we've got 6 guys here. We're going to shoot the pistols at the Bio-4. The burners and a couple of guys are going to shoot at these guys. Actually, the burners and whoever's left, they'll shoot at... No, sorry, the burners at these guys and whoever's left is going to take a couple of pot shots at the gargoyles just to see if we can get them. So we'll start with the burners, which are 2d3 hits, auto hits. That's 4. And there's strength 4, so we'll wound on 2s.
Yeah.
So I think that's 3.
Yeah.
3 dead. So with the 6 commandos shooting at the Bio-4, because he's in range.
Nice.
Got 3 hits. His toughness, Thomas told me, is 4, so he'll be forced to wound. 3 wounds on the Bio-4, who is in cover and he is infantry. Right. So it'll be a 3 up save, I believe now.
Yes. I'll do them all here. Just the 1.
Oh, so he's took 2 wounds. So he's down to 2, I believe.
Yes.
And the other guy shooting at the gargoyles, I've got 1 hit. And that is a wound on a gargoyle, so you've got a save of a 6 with the gargoyle as well. Nope, so we've managed to kill a gargoyle, which you probably take from the other side. But a couple of... Hey, I'm impressed, that was decent shooting from those guys. They did okay. Last unit to shoot is... Well, no, it's not. But one of the last units to shoot... These guys down here, I'm going to put all 12 shots into the Bio-4. They're all within 12. No. And then we'll charge the Rippers. So, I'll tell you what, Tom. You can be in charge of camera antics.
Okay.
Because this is a lot of dice. 17.
Alright. Kenny. My little cluster of babies. No.
Just by because the Bio-4 is heavy, he's worth a point. Ooh. My Orks have definitely got some shooting spectacles on today.
We've been practicing.
I've been practicing, boss. Not really. We're not been practicing that hard.
Not been practicing much.
So you've got 2, again, you're in cover, 2 3-ups. Yep, so you saved all them ones. So it's not bad, it's still... I was just looking to cheeky you a couple of sneaky wounds off it anyway.
No, it's...
So this boy's squad are going to shoot the Brood Lord, who was the closest model.
Yeah.
We'll do that, and then I'll get all my dice ready and come back. So I don't know if you want to pause it.
Do it off camera,
yeah. 1, 2.
This is Dean's first roll.
First half the shots, which we weren't going to film because I wasn't expecting to get as many hit rolls. That was a hit, sorry.
Not expecting to get hit rolls.
So that's the first half.
This is against the
second
Lord
half
as well, by the way.
So looking for another good result here.
That's pretty good.
He is T5 though, isn't he?
I just say, look at all these fucking 6s.
I wish I'd used the stratagem. I was going to get extra hits. So he is 5s, 5s to wound. See, that's where it's dropped us down. That's 2 wounds.
Alright, okay.
And he is in cover. So he'll be on a 3-up save because he's normal arm. That's 4, isn't it? Yep, it is.
Yep.
So he's on 3-ups. So he's passed them both.
Sweet.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the heavy flamer from this guy.
Yeah.
Which is his only gun, into the Brood Lord.
Brood Lord.
So
Brood Lady.
D6 auto hits.
4. Nice.
Wounds on 4s. 2 wounds.
Pretty good.
So 2 4-ups.
Right. Come on.
So
I made 1.
Drop the wound.
Cool. Down to 5, I believe. Yeah. Yeah.
That is the end with my shooting. So we'll declare some charging with charges.
We'll do it now. Yeah.
So the Death Dread is going into the Big Mama.
Oh, yes.
Followed by Snickrot, who'll go in after. The Boyz are going into the Brood Lord, as will the... No, he won't. The Pain Boy's going to stay still.
So he's got a long way to go if he wants to.
Go round, but I don't think I'll get as many
Still
bodies
quite
in.
a distance in it, yeah.
These boys are going to multi-charge these and the Bio-4 because it can't fire Overwatch, so I might as well declare it. And it's within 12. And on the far side, these guys, again, multi-charge both units, so the Gargoyles and the Bio-4. And there's 3 Gargoyles I can see, so we'll pause up, do some Overwatch and Actually, I'll roll my charge distances.
Okay, yeah.
And then we'll come back and do some more watch, because the Orks can reroll field, so they're definitely...
Whoa, hey!
10.
Nice.
I'll leave the dice next to them so I know. Still got command point left if need be. So these guys, I'm going to command point... Oh, I can reroll field. Charges anyway.
What do you want
But
to do?
I'm not going to. I'm going to command point this one.
Okay, yeah. Oh.
No!
Ah! Get in.
Can you reroll it now? Well, it's a failed charge, so can I reroll it now?
I thought you can't reroll rerolls. I thought
right,
that was a thing.
But you're right, and I'm not going to. But technically, that dice is the only reroll.
That's one for you. You know this game better
I'm
than
not going to
me,
do it because I think that's how it's supposed to be anyway. These guys cannot really fail, but it's all about how much distance I can get. So, oh well.
Not many getting in there, really.
But it's not a failed charge, so I can't reroll it either because they're only just over an inch away. So that will limit some of them getting in.
Yeah, that's a shame.
It's not a shame. You enjoy that.
I like it.
And Snick Rot. We haven't done Snick Rot yet, have we?
No, we haven't done the Dread either.
So Snick Rot is definitely in.
Yeah.
And the Dreadnought, 4 inches, not enough, but he can reroll field charges.
Yeah.
He's definitely 9
nice.
inches.
That's cool.
So we'll pause up, let Tom do some Overwatch.
Go.
Right, so at the end of that, we've moved everybody in. Tom's got no command points, so just to make it a bit easier for everybody, we've done all the sort of piling moves now, so we can just get straight to rolling dice. So we're going to start down here with the Death Dread.
I should say I did plink a...
I took a wound on the Death Dread going into Overwatch, and
nothing happened
hit,
up here.
but not a wound on the other boys, and then nothing else. So we'll start with the Death Dread. He gets a bonus attack for each claw, so he's got 3, so he's rocking 5 attacks.
Nice.
And he'll be hitting on 3s.
Oh, pretty good.
And he's strength 10, so he'll be wounding on 3s. I'm going to command point one of those.
How many you got left?
That's it.
Oh dear.
Out. So it's
no.
2 wounds.
Right.
So you've got 2 4-ups.
2 4-ups. Come on, big mama.
She's failed them both.
Failed them both.
So it's 2. It's a flat 3 damage. So that's 6 Warlord trait saves on 6s. How many wounds has she got? 6.
6.
So she's got to make one of these to stay alive.
Oh dear, there's a tree falling and everything.
He's just swinging everywhere. So she's got 3 wounds left. That's decent.
Nice.
Good saves.
And what about... oh, it's yeah, they threw it
So
on.
they are Warlord saves, yeah. So next we're going to go with Snick Rot. So hopefully...
He's going to just...
He's going to dive on her
stick her in the back.
That's it. That's what he does best. So he's got 6 attacks. He hits on 2s. He can reroll 1s because he's a commando.
Didn't get any. Oh dear. I think I might have a dead Hive Tyrant.
I think that's 4 saves over 4. And these are 2 damage a pop. She's dropped 2, so you need 4. You need to roll that again. You got your 4, not Catalyst, I was going to call it, Tenacious Survivors.
Come on, tenacious lady.
Oh! So she's only dropped a wound, she's still alive.
Wow.
2 wounds.
Wow.
There you go, looks like your luck's in for the 6s now.
Finally.
Go
yeah.
down here with the Boyz.
Okay. I think that's one dead
4,
Broodlord.
12, 16, 20, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So the 60 boy attacks and the M.O.W. So we'll roll the M.O.W. first because he hits a bit worse. So he's got 2 hits.
Pretty good.
2 wounds.
Nice.
So it'll be invuln saves because he's a power fist, so the Broodlord.
2
5-ups.
5-ups. Nope.
And he's at 2d3 damage each.
Guys.
Yeah, those get snake as you call it, but you're down to 3 wounds.
It's there somewhere.
Which leaves the, was it 60 attacks?
Oh, just the 60 attacks, yeah.
So we've got 45 hits.
Pretty good.
Because that was a lot of dice. So we've got to roll a wound. So these and another 20 dice. Wounding on 5s. Ooh.
Can he?
3, 6. So that's 9 so far.
Nice.
So I'll take away 5 of these and roll them again. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 wounds altogether for Tom to save.
15 wounds to save. Wow.
There you go, all them pink dice, buddy.
Right, come on then, brood lady.
And this is some of the boys couldn't even get into combat either. So,
Come on.
she needs 4-ups. Well, that's a good roll. That's a really good roll.
Still dead, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She was on 3. Yeah, they would have killed her if the knob hadn't hit her as well. So
Wow.
they've managed to take down the broody. So what we'll do is we'll do their pile in. And then come back, 'cause that's way too many.
Yeah.
The commandos are going to split their attacks. We'll do all the commandos against the gargoyles. We're doing the knob and the burner boys against the biovore.
Yeah.
So we'll do the burner boys first. It's a full round of hits.
Nice.
They'll be wounded on 4s with the burners. It's only 2 wounds, but they are at -2. So you'll be on a 6 up.
Cover, not fighting it.
Yeah. So that's gone anyway.
That is a dead biovore.
For the knob attacks.
So that is a heavy point for you there.
That's a point, yeah, because he's a heavy support.
Go for it.
So he's got 1 hit and a kill.
Nice.
So I'm assuming, well, it's up to you, you might take it off from there, but all the guys would still be within enough range to get all their attacks.
Yeah. We'll just take one off
Take
the
it
end.
off for now, right?
Yeah.
33 attacks.
Yeah, I think that probably the rest of them's going to die anyway, so.
Right, so we're going to do these 11 at a time, hitting on 3s. It's a poor first roll compared to what they were doing before. Be wounding on 3s, so that's 5 so far. Ooh. So 9, 10, that's 13 wounds so far. Oh, that's a poor roll. So that's 15 saves with the gargoyles. On a 6. So we've already lost 1, we'll take 1 off for now, so we'll see how many we've got left. So it's 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's the rest
Gone.
of 10. So they're gone. That's a wipeout from those boys.
The green noose is tightening.
So we'll remove them in a sec and they can move 3 inches closer, and then we'll go down to the grots and the grot pod man. A runt herd, so we'll start with the runt herd. So he's got 2 hits. Oh, no wounds this time.
Hey.
And then we've got, because the Gretchens have moved in, we've got 7 Gretchens. See if these can do the business. 1 hit, no wounds. So we'll pause it up, come back and do all. Oh, actually, might nominate a unit now.
Yeah.
So just because of weight of attacks, I'm gonna go against the knob squad. Is gonna go against the Gene Stealers. Just because there's more attacks.
So do it just right there.
Yeah. So again, we've got 1 with a power blade, 1 with a power blade, 1 with a big chopper. Yeah, power blade, big chopper, and a big chopper.
Nice.
So these are 3s. Not as good this time.
Oh yeah.
And what I'll do, this is the power fist knob, so he's got 2 hits as well, keep them in the bank. These are 3s, the power fist, 2s, so there's 4, 7, yep, 7 5-up in runs on the 2 Stealers.
Okay, I will do those here. Come on!
Yeah,
No.
there's such a mess. Oh, there's 3 Stealers.
Is there?
Well, she was digging in, she was hiding.
Well then, they're dead anyway.
I thought you'd failed enough. Which will now mean it's Tom's turn to activate a unit, because there is still units down here.
Yeah.
And in the pile-in stage, this guy could get within range of the Hive Tyrant, because he can move 3 when he comes to pile in. So it's up to Tom whether she's going to go with a Hive Tyrant or she's going to go with a Malanthrope before that gets hit by the other dudes. So I'll let you have a think.
I think while the Hive Tyrant's still alive, I will.
2 wounds is she?
Yeah, I'll.
Severely.
She certainly is dropped, yeah.
Yeah, she'll be on 4s to hit, which still isn't too bad with 4 attacks and her tail.
So we're coming
And
down.
who's she going against? She's got
Be
Snickrot.
against the Dread.
The Dread, yeah.
So, come on, lady. Do some damage before you go. No.
She's got 3 hits with a normal well, I don't know what she's got now.
Just
a body.
Just her.
It's bumped.
And then what's it?
She'll be wounding on 3s.
All right.
Did you say the Dreadnought or the?
Yeah.
No, it's 5s against the Dreadnought, or 3s against Nick Rock.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing.
So no wounds. So my turn to nominate. I'm going to go with the 2 flash kits. So again, 3 attacks for the normal guy, 3 +1 because he's got a chopper for the Sarge, or the captain as he's called in the squad, against the Malanthrope. So they miss. That's definitely cocked. To hit. Did you say your T5?
5.
So it's 4's to wound. Wow, so 4 wounds from those guys on the Malanthrope.
Cool.
No minuses or anything, so whatever our save is.
I don't know.
It's probably 5s or 4s, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably. 5 up.
5 up save, so she's failed 3.
3. So
what's her wounds?
Down, it's 9, so she's down to 6.
6. Right, okay.
So she is down to 6 wounds now.
Yeah. And then I'll have these on, I'll take these off. Because she's your last unit in combat, I think, Tom.
Yeah, well, no, there's the Red Terror as well.
Oh, sorry, yeah. You probably don't want to go down there, though.
No, I'll do her next. So 4 attacks. And I think she's hit once.
That's a hit, yeah.
That's pretty good. So that's cool. Sorry, can't see. And then wounding. What's there?
Toughness 4.
She's strength 4. I think. Yeah, strength 4. So
It's 4's to wound.
nope.
Nope, no wounds.
Nothing.
So you can go down. I'll tell you what, I'll take over. You can get your dice ready.
Sorry.
So I'm going to go down for the Red Terror down there. So you've got basically there's 2 targets. There's the Runt Herd
Yeah.
or the Grots.
I'm totally going for your Runt Herd guy.
Thought you might this time.
Just
yeah.
to try and take them out so I can clear the stuff out. But yeah. Hit on 2s.
Oosh, and
Just 1.
does she not reroll 1s or something? Like
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I keep forgetting. Yep, that's
it's a good job I don't play Tyranid and keep reminding you.
And she'll be wounded.
Strength 5, she'll be wounded on 3s.
So yeah, pretty good. And then
There's the minus on any of these, on the tail or anything?
there'll be a minus on the... It's just different wounds.
So no minuses on anything, so I'll roll to save against the tail because I think that's D3, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So against tail I need a 6, no. And against the other ones, no. So he's only got 4 wounds anyway.
So, yeah.
So he's a dead Runt Herd. Over there, the Red Terror's killed that dude. So the Gretchens haven't actually lost any this turn, so they'll not need a morale check, but they're not sticking around for much longer, I don't think. So I think that's every combat down here has been resolved.
Yeah.
And with that,
My turn 3.
that's the end of Orc turn 3, and we're going into... Well, actually, we'll do these guys their consolidation move, but we'll move straight into Tyranid turn 3. Right, so... Tom's just been in the psychic phase. It was a non-event. Tried to cast Catalyst, failed. Tried to do a smite, and failed. And obviously no one's got any command points, so that didn't matter. For the movement, obviously we had these guys. This big mama fell back. These little gribblies moved around to form a screen. These moved up to stay within 3 inches of her as well, just to make sure those orcs don't hit if they'll get within range. The Lictors dropped in 9 inch away from the Psyker. These guys moved up. Red Terror fell back. The reason he did so is because these guys, which they're going to do now, can shoot these gribblies because they're not in combat anymore. And if he hadn't fell back, these guys basically would have negated their shots because they couldn't target the character. Yeah. So straight into shooting the Grets.
Yep. So we are hitting on 4s, I think?
Yeah, I think so, you tell me.
Ooh.
And if the gun's at strength 4, it'll be 2s to wound.
Yeah, actually, that's not that bad. Sweet, right, 2s to wound. So 1 miss. 1 miss.
So Tom got 8 wounds, so the Grots have got a save of a 6. Ugh. So 8 are dead. That's pretty much all of them bar 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the back 2 on, but in the morale phase, you know, Tom's, you might want to think about it. These guys will melt away. I've got no command points. Our leadership's 4, so they're definitely dead.
Cool.
Either way. So he might not even want to charge him because it's going to take you further away. So Julie the Hive Tyrant.
Julie, yeah, she's had 10 different
She's
names.
going to shoot into the boys squad here, who I think, are they all in cover? Actually, I will look. I haven't potentially done it this way.
They might be actually, yeah.
I think they're all in the area terrain, yeah. So
we'll
we'll get
it
a...
on 5s now.
No, I'll just get a +1 to my save.
Oh, right, yes. So hitting on 4s then, because
Yeah,
she's on
she's
her lowest
A
profile.
couple of wounds left. She's got,
No.
wow, two hits.
No!
2 hits.
Right, wounding.
3s.
At least they're
2
both
wounds.
left,
So there'll be 2 Orky boy saves on a 5+, because I'm in cover. Get a dirty dice away. Oh, so we've lost a boy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take away that closest one just at the end of the cover there. This guy. Which, if she does decide she wants to charge, which she won't, makes it a little bit further away.
So last bit of shooting. Oh no, there's right. So I'll do
Middle gribbles.
all me middle gribbles into your boys again. Yeah. So that'll be 15 shots. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I will really shoot.
She did.
You ready?
Yeah. So these guys going into the same Orc squad, the boys.
Yeah. So what do I go for?
Or you could go into those
Yeah.
flash kits. There's one of them's on 1 wound, so there's only 3 wounds in that squad, and they're a heavy support, which gets you the objective point.
I was just looking at them and thinking one of them's on a wound in there. Yeah, we'll do that.
He's going flash kits.
Yeah.
It's the sensible choice, yeah.
So 4s. This. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, because they only need strength 4, yeah.
And then what wound on?
4s to wound if it's strength 4.
Come on. Not terrible.
I predict you'll kill them all here though, so that's 5. So the flash kits there only have a 6-up armor save. The normal knobs have a 4. I think the flash kits should be a 4 as well, but they're not. But they are in the cover, so these will be 5-ups. So with that, I predicted you'd kill them. The captain is left with a wound. So 1 wound off him, 1 off the captain. So he's hanging in there.
Nice.
I think, is that the end of the shooties?
No, we've got a Biovore who's going to take a shot at you, Dread.
Is he not going at the same unit to kill that captain who's on 1 wound and get the point for the heavy weapons? The heavy choice? It's all about tactics.
But he's not going to... Yeah, go on then.
You can't kill the Dread.
It doesn't... Well, I'm hitting on 5s anyway, so I think this is just going to spawn a spawn mine, so...
Well, the way I see it is, you can't kill the Dread.
Yeah.
Okay? You can hurt it. There's a dude there on 1 wound, and a mortal wound I get no save against. They're worth an objective point if they died, a victory point, sorry. So is the Dreadnought.
An excellent point. Let's go for it.
You have been schooled.
I've been schooled. So missed, so
missed,
Spore Mine's
so the Spore Mine's going to go next to him, so in the charge phase it's going to be popping. So Tom's maggot guns are empty. He's entering into the charge phase.
So Lictor's coming into your Psyker.
Yeah, he ain't got no Overwatch.
See if he can do it. Nope.
It's a Negatory. Hive Mama.
No, I'm going to make you come to me.
Are you sure? I've got no Overwatch, so...
Well, I know, but I've got Overwatch. I don't want them getting into us dead easy, do I?
Okie dokie. Which leaves down here, if there's any charges down here, you're going to sit and take it for a turn.
Don't know. I don't know.
Are the Rippers?
Ah, the Ripper's not going in.
No.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it as is.
Leave it as it is. So that's the end then. Tyranid turn 3 and we'll come back with Orky Boys turn 4. If I do my movement phase, this little drone. So unless you roll a 1, you're going to get a point and kill that dude. Okay, we'll carry on. Orc movement turn 4. These boys have moved up slightly.
Tightening the noose.
The noose is very tight in the green tide. These guys have moved up, still sitting on the objective, but obviously putting us in burner range and pistol range. The knobs and the war boss have moved out, and the boys in blue have come out. They're looking to just kill all the nids.
They've planted some trees on their way though.
Yeah, they've replanted the trees. Yeah, they've repopulated. It's full of, there's plenty of grunts being done down there. So these blue boys and the pain boy are sort of just snaked in there. There's a big mess of bodies. Snake Rot's moved right up onto the objective. The Dreadnought, obviously, as the blue tide moved up that way, give him room to move back around hunting this girl. And the old weird boy who ain't scared of nobody or nothing has come right for the big Hive Mama, which he might not do a smite. He's either going to die or he's going to smite the woman off the face of the planet.
Nice.
So that's all the movement done. So with that, we're going to go into the psychic phase. So we're going to start where the action is with a smite.
Nice.
Goes off on a 7. Actually, no, it'll be a 7. There'll not be enough bodies within 10 to knock that up. 8. So it is denied. So we'll have to do it the old hard way. But what we'll do is we'll heavy flamer as well on the from the Death Dread. D6 auto hits.
Oh dear.
I think I've rolled well for my flamers.
Aye.
So I think that's 6 dice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the wound on 5s is 1. At -1. So she should be on a 4 up. Go straight into the shooting phase. And she'll have a warlord trait of a 6 as well if she fails this. She's down to 1 wound. She is the warlord. She will fall. We're going to come this side, and these guys are going to put their pistols again into the biovore, which will be at -1 to hit, so it'll be 6s. 3s, T4, so we're looking for 4s. There's 2 wounds. And Tom doesn't want to touch a white dice, he's going pinks. And he's took our wound, I think. So as a cock re-roll it, yeah. Couldn't see from here.
Nah, that's it, took a wound.
So he's took a wound. So he's down to 3, is that right? Are they 4 wounds?
Yes.
He's down to 3. Yeah, I'm going to use the boy squad first to shoot these.
Yeah.
Because obviously she's a character, can't target her less than 9 wounds, but if these clear out, then I've got burners and pistols in range of her as well.
Well, she's got 9 wounds.
Yeah, but it has to be more than, it has to be like 10.
Right, yeah.
So I can't target her. So I'm going to count up how many boys we've got and then come back. We've got 26 boys shooting pistols. We're hitting on 6s. So we'll do this twice. That's 2 hits so far.
Nice.
So we've got 3 hits. It's a Malanthrope coming into effect. So we've got 2 wounds on the Gribble unit. We've got 2 saves of a 6.
Nope.
The what's he called? Flashgate. Flashgate. He'll shoot at the Gribble unit.
Okay.
So he hits on, hasn't moved, so he normally hits on 4s, but it's -1 for the Malanthrope, so 5s. So he's got a hit.
Nice.
He'll be killing on a 3. So that is 1 dead. And on a roll of a 6, I get to shoot again. No. So I'll let Tom remove his next one. So we'll go with the Commando squad next. We're going to put all the guns into here because I can't. Actually, we'll go with the boss, who's going to use his Combi Scorcher.
Might as well.
And his normal gun on these guys, his shooter. So the Combi Scorcher has D6 auto hits. 2. This will kill on 3s. So there's 1 dead. And then his shooter doesn't hit. So I'm imagining you want to take...
Just any. I don't think it matters, does it, really?
This one?
Yeah, sure.
So then we'll use the Commandos next. So we've got 2 burners, so 2d3 auto hits. So 3. 3's to wound, so that's 3 wounds.
Nice.
3 saves with the thingy on a 6.
So I made a 6, but
So she's gone.
definitely.
So the rest of their guns are wasted. But I will put the shooters out the M.O.W squad, which I haven't used yet, into...
M.O.W squad. Into Big Mama.
She's still a -1 to hit, so I'm still hitting on 6s.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So I've got 1 hit. She's T5, isn't she?
Yes.
Oh, I do get a wound.
Nice. I think she's got a
5 up, probably,
yeah. Nope.
So she'll be down to 5.
8.
We'll declare some charges, so the Death Dread is going in.
Yeah.
Then the Psych will follow.
That's probably a
he's
good
brave,
idea.
but he ain't stupid. Then down here, she hasn't got any gun, has she?
No.
So everybody down here is going to multi-charge everything down here. As long as
You've
I'm
got
within
enough,
12,
yeah, that
I'm going
makes
to
sense.
multi-charge it.
I
Even
think
this
that'll be
squad,
an off-camera one to do.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, well, what we'll do, we'll roll some charge distances.
Okay.
Because obviously the Death Dread and stuff down there are quite important. So the Death Dread, you ready? Oh, the Death Dread's not in.
Wow.
So which
Not
means you won't
a
get...
reroll for...
Oh, you get to reroll failed charges, sorry.
Oh, twice.
Snake Eyes twice. The Death Dread is not in. The, which means you'll get Overwatching for free, and you get to Overwatch the dude who is definitely
is
in. Yeah, so there's 2 lots of Overwatch there.
Nice.
The Boyz squad. They're definitely in.
Cool.
I'll leave an 8 there next to them so I know how far they've gone.
Yeah, yeah.
The War Boss is definitely in.
Nice.
The M.O.W squad is definitely
Nice.
in. These aren't charging, like I said before,
Yeah,
because they're going to sit on the objective.
Sit on the objective,
But these are because they need to get in. Oh, definitely.
Oh,
so some
excellent rolls
shame
there.
about the Death Dread because he was the one that wanted to keep the Overwatch and stop it. So we'll let Tom do his Overwatch and we'll come back after we've moved everybody in.
Yep.
So end of the charge phase, obviously nothing down here can Overwatch. So the big unit of yellow boys managed to wrap round and got some dudes to get on the Biovore, got some dudes on the Malanthrope, the knobs, obviously around here. Round in, the boss is in, the boys in blue are in and starting to filter down, but they've also snaked back to stay next to the pain boy and obviously block a bit of route off to that objective. Death Dread took a hit on Overwatch but no damage.
Yeah.
This boy took 2 wounds on Overwatch.
Pretty good.
So we'll start, no command points anyway. Start with the main event.
Yeah.
So starting down here, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Yeah,
All
nice. Well done.
Weird boy staff gives him +2, so he's up to strength 6. So 4s, this is where I need the roll.
Oh!
It's 3 wounds and it's -1, so you're on your invuln, but these are D3 damage a pop as well. So, oh my god, he's failed all of them. So, oh, you've got 1 wound left.
Alright, yeah.
7. Can Tom make 7 6-ups?
No. I'm gonna psychically just in my head. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Come on. No. Well, I made a few of them.
Not bad. If she had Catalyst on though, might have helped a little bit more.
Okay, so
does she go mental?
Does she go nuts?
No.
Oh, so close. No.
Close. She does not
doesn't.
go nuts. So
Well
I told you would kill her. But it's brave saying that when she's on 1 wound.
He's loving his life right now, and then he sees this line, he's like, oh.
So what he's going to do, because he's also a hero, he is going to move forward to stop those guys getting as close to this guy.
Absolutely love it. Hero Ork.
He's actually not a hero, he's just off his trolley.
I love it.
So he's going to push forward. Down here I'm going to start with the attacks against the Malanthrope, just because it makes sense, because there's so many of the attacks that are split across different units. So I'll go with the War Boss. He's got 4 attacks. They all hit.
Nice.
Like I said, he hasn't got a power claw, he's got head womper, kill chomper. So he'll be wounding on 3s, because I'm strength 8.
Right.
They all wound, there's no mortal wounds. So you're on your invuns.
So it'll be 5-ups.
Yeah. She's made 2.
Yeah,
And these
so
are
down.
D3 damage.
Oh, right, okay.
Ooh, 3, so she's down to 2.
Already.
So the Knob squad that are there are going to put their attacks against her. I don't think it's going to make any difference. She's got an invuln, right? Yeah.
No, I don't. It's just.
Is it just armor?
Yeah.
She hasn't got an invuln save.
No.
Oh, well, she wouldn't have got a save against his attacks.
Oh right. Well then, I guess she's dead.
Well, how many did you save? Did you save 2? You sure it's not an invuln?
That's just a 5-up save. I thought that's what I was doing.
Oh no, because his thing's -2, so you wouldn't get a save. So she would be dead.
So we'll be dead. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you had an invuln save.
No, fair enough.
There's that many that do the HQs.
I thought it was. I thought you were just saying save.
So does she? Can she go mental or stuff like that when she dies? No.
Nope, that's it.
So the knobs getting activated, I don't think we'd be able to get within 3 anyway. So we'll activate this squad and we'll push them in 3 and come back. Because it's messy down here. Obviously we've done the 3-inch piling now with the boys in yellow. So we're going to go with the knobs and 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 guys against the Biovore because it has to die.
He's putting his knob in a Biovore.
Yeah,
That's just
putting it in there, and the rest are going to attack the various squads of Rippers, which is mostly this squad here at the front, because the boys in blue, I think, will take them ones on. So I'm going to get a load of dice together, roll them, and we'll see what happens off camera. There's just too many dice, too many split things. Yeah. Right, so we did the combats down here. The boys in yellow managed to kill the Biovore. I can't remember if we filmed the Malanthrope now, but oh, we did, yeah. And they did 2 wounds on this 3-man Ripper squad. The boys in blue absolutely rinsed the other Ripper squad, and they've consolidated into this one. So obviously, because everyone charged, so now Tom's got this Ripper squad, which is still alive, because I put most of the attacks in the Biovore, make sure it died.
No, it's because they're ripped.
Because they were ripped, yeah. Crippled.
We'll do 2 blue and
2 against
the other one yellow. So hitting on 5s. Come on, Ripper.
They're hungry, look at that.
Devouring. And I'll do the other one over here and hitting on 5s.
Some 2 hits against yellows.
Yeah.
And they're strength 3, aren't they? So wound on 5s. Nope, none against yellows.
Wounding on the same.
Same, yeah, same against blues.
1.
So, is there any negative to the rippers? Are they
No.
-1? Should be -1 at least. Right?
It would be nice, but...
They've eaten an orc, but the pain boy
Oh, yeah.
is still nearby, so can he stitch him up? No, so we've lost a
Yes!
Zork, so we'll take one off down
victory!
here. And that's all the combats down here, so what we'll do, we'll move straight like Tom, get his movement phase underway, and see if we've already swapped ends of the table.
Yeah.
See what Tom will come back and eat up some orkies on turn 4. So Tom's looking at the victory points as they are.
Yep.
I think this game's well
I
beyond
think it's
him
already
now.
gone.
So
We're
what
going
he's
for
doing,
a last stand.
he's going to kill as much as he can.
Kill
So
something.
the Lictor spotted the pain boy. He looks tasty. So he's got a massive advanced move there, 6 inches. So did the Red Terror.
So
So
the Red
he's
Terror,
looking at either the Dreadnought or who knows, something down here. These guys have ran around the guy who's like, "Oh, what's going on? Fight me! Fight me!"
He just wants to
He's
fight.
Connor McLeod there, but I think they're going to shoot him in the back.
Yeah.
And then charge this guy as well, because now he is the closest model.
Yeah, so I'm straight into shooting, I guess. I've
Yeah,
not got
I
any
think
psychic.
no Psychers alive anymore.
So all 15 shots into you guy here.
So he's as good as dead.
Well, I don't know, like, hang on a minute. 3, 6, 9, 12. I dropped 1, yeah.
Yeah. 4s and 4s. Should give these guys death spitters, really.
Well, they came with the Devourers.
Yeah,
so
but your death spitters, I think,
they're much
if they can
They've
have
got
death
better
spitters,
strength,
strength
that's
5
what it is.
-1, that's what I would give them.
Right, so
4s to wound.
4s to wound.
3. If I get 2 6s on his saves, he's alive. He's a dead. That's why they didn't want to fight you, dude.
Running past you.
So it's, I think, has anybody, have these got, I keep asking,
He's
got
got
like
flesh
spine,
hooks.
yeah.
Yeah, so flesh hooks into
So-
your...
Yeah, the closest one is, well, they're all equal distance now, so you can choose.
ooh, actually, yeah, that's interesting. Any of those heavy? They're not, are they?
Any heavies?
Just out of these.
What do you mean by heavy? Oh, heavy sport,
Heavy
no.
sport.
No, they're all either troops or HQ.
We'll just go
Troops
for
are
your
elite,
HQ,
sorry.
just for
Elite,
the crack.
elite.
With
So he's going to shoot at the pain boy.
So that's 2 shots with... I'm hitting on 4s, so... Hey, that was pretty cool.
T4.
Strength 6.
3's the wound.
Just the 1.
I believe
And
the pain.
there is no...
So 1 wound on the pain boy who's got a 6-up armor. There's no negatives. He's in cover.
Hey,
He's
nicely
made it.
done.
Well, you would have made it not in cover.
It's
I
pretty
deny
good.
you with my hide armor.
That was just me nipple shots.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Right, so some charges. Yeah. We'll do obviously.
Well, my dread has 1 heavy flamer, so that's worth being in mind. So
these are coming in first.
okay, then the Red
This is coming
Terror.
in, and then he's coming for you, pain boy.
Just the pain boys. You're going to take the boys as well.
I'm not gonna take the boys on. I'm not gonna take the boys on.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
So we'll roll the charge distances and we'll come back. I don't think.
We should just do it now.
Yeah, go
Coming
for
into
it.
this.
Oh, I think that's a fail.
That might be a fail.
I think it
1
is.
might be in. No. Yeah, that's a
It's
fail.
a fail. Okay.
Great.
So the Red Terror's going to have to eat some Overwatch as well. But he's in.
Just.
And the Lecter cannot really fail, but you can roll because you might want to sneak around the forest. Well, you might not
Can
get to sneak
not.
around the forest.
No.
So he's just going to move in. So we'll do some Overwatch and see what happens.
Yeah.
So in Overwatch summary, the Heavy Flamer got 6 hits on these guys and melted 1.
Melted 1. Yeah.
He also got 6 hits on the Red Terror.
Who said
Tom
he
was
said that?
spitting, he's spitting obscenities at us and took 2 wounds off him, so he's still alive and he's in combat. Obviously no command points, so Tom can just shoot away, so I don't know who he's going to start with.
We'll start with Red Terror,
Yeah.
just for the crack. For the
So
cracking.
he's hitting on 2s, rolling 1s on the pinkies.
Yeah, rerolling 1s, that's handy. Yep, all
Full
hit.
house.
And then...
I think he's wounded on 5s, I'm T7.
I'm strength 6, so yeah,
So it's
5s.
5s.
Oh, pretty
nice.
good!
Right, so we've got the save on the tail, which is D3 damage. Just saved. And the side and talons. Oh, I've saved everything.
Well, I think that sums up today pretty
Yeah.
well.
Tom
yeah.
said that when the flamers come in off camera, like
Aye,
2
yeah.
6s to hit both units on Overwatch is pretty much summed up how the Tyranids have been today.
Yeah, and my failed charge roll there, yeah. Lictor time. It's, how many attacks has he got? He's got 3 attacks, and we'll go for Go for the grasping talons just for the crack.
Well, my armor's a 6 up, so anything that's -1 goes through, but he is a pain boy, so we'll get like a 6 up. Docks.
We'll go for grasping talons just for the crack.
There's another one that'll do 2 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and they're -1, you may as well, it's 2 damage weapon.
Hitting on 2s. So, all 3. That's pretty good. And wounding, I'm strength 6.
You're wounding on 3s.
Yeah, just the 1.
So, I get no save, it's 2 damage. So he's took a damage because his pain boy thing comes into effect. So then you can nominate a unit which can be your rippers. Are you going against yellows or blues?
We'll do the same again. 8 against blues and 4 against yellows because there's more blues. Hitting on 5s, was it?
2 hits.
2 hits. Nothing. And then the yellows. 2 hits. Nothing.
Right, I'll get some dice together and we'll come back when all the Tyranids have been removed. So we'll go back with the Death Dread there, taking his attacks on the Red Terror. There's a couple of misses in there.
Nice.
That's 3. I don't think you get a save against this because he saves a 5 up, isn't it?
Dead.
And it's a flat 3 damage, which means he would pop in this way, pink. Do the pain boy. Right, the pain boy, probably, this is one of the only scenarios I'd probably consider using the earthy syringe because I'll be hitting the lictor at a -1. If I'm using the power fist, I'm -2. The earthy syringe always wounds on a 2 unless you're a vehicle, so the lictor will get a 5 up save, but I'm just going to go power fist. So I'll be hitting on 5s. So he's got one hit with a power fist, he'd be wounding on a 2, which he would have done with the earthy syringe.
Oh dear.
So I wouldn't have, and just out of curiosity, none of these would have hit anyway if I'd used the earthy syringe.
That is true.
So the power fist looks better.
It sounds funnier though.
Yeah, he just couldn't hit you because you're so invisible. Oh, then I'm going to have to come down here. So I rolled down here off camera. It was a foregone conclusion, you know, I only really had to do a couple of attacks and they were gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is there for because they were definitely all eaten alive.
They certainly were.
So I'm not sure this is going to move into turn 5, but I don't think it's going to go that far because the boys have got a commanding presence across the board now.
They certainly do. I think they've won the day.
I think my dice roll must just been stupid in one of those early turns because I didn't expect to get that well. I mean, the commandos, right? I know someone mentioned they really like the after sort of battle reports. The commandos on paper are absolutely pants.
They were excellent today.
They have well earned back their points. I know against Dave.
After they popped out of this.
Well, that's it. I might just take
cargo truck there.
That's you see.
That was really
Cunning and brutal. You hide them in there.
Smart, you see.
You couldn't smell them. So any other game, I don't know. Like if you had your normal Tyranid warriors with all the things, you'd have probably gunned them to bits. And like I said to Tom earlier, I was explaining, I was like, where's your neurothorpes and stuff like that? Because he always brings them, but I don't think they would have made any difference in this game.
Not today. No, not against the weight of numbers. I think more troops would have helped me.
I think not getting your Steelers in fast against my troop squads helped.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and
look what happened in the first one that I did. Wiped.
Yeah, but that's because I was cunning and brutal.
And brutal.
That stratagem was brutal down here you used to get in. I wasn't expecting a turn 1 charge.
Cool. Yeah, I did like that. I
but
think that's...
They were well isolated, as you saw. Once they were down here, they got counter hit, and then there was just not enough of them left. And the boys that were around here, obviously, concentrated on getting the warlord and everything bogged down, which worked. Ended up killing some, like, the battle wagon went. You know, I lost 2 or 3 guys getting in an explosion, and another 1 or 2 or something couldn't get out. I can't remember now. But basically, there was only just enough space to get the M.O.W squad and a couple of guys out in the warlord, which meant Tom was getting bonus kills, basically. Yeah, it was right, wasn't it? 3. Yeah, he managed to kill
There was quite a few, yeah.
Kill a guy for free, basically, because I couldn't fit him out. But then just the jump, I know I failed the charge with getting these guys up here. And that's Psyker, man. Wow, what a game he had.
He took down a Hive Tyrant. He's
I don't think he did anything else, but he jumped boys, but then he ran in and just...
He got shot in the back, but he did awesome, man.
Full of spines, little spine bullets.
So here's the most important question, though, is I know your warlord was after a new toy to ride
He was after a new Gribbler.
Who's he taking home? Is he going to ride this massive Massive beast almost.
I think that's a little bit big for his arm.
Jump on the back or something.
Yeah, it's a little bit big for his arm. I forgot to attack with these attack squigs as well when he was in combat before. I don't know. I've got a few little rippers. I might just attach a ripper to him. He likes the good.
That's a cool idea.
They're good for biting people. So with that, the Orks don't have a codex yet, but it's still one of my most fun armies to play because you just throw stuff forward.
Yeah.
You know, you can, as I've probably shown, you can be a bit tactical sometimes. And there's surprises, there's pleasant surprises, but...
Honest, that jump was class. Like, I love that. That's such an interesting thing to be able to do.
It's really handy for the Orks.
Just pop up a massive amount of guys on the other side
in fact,
of the
you can
field.
get like an infantry squad, you can get 30 boys just pop up.
Incredible, that.
But like me and Tom said, what was really difficult for both is ball control. Because back down here, the early turns, Tom couldn't pop any units anywhere in my backfield, and he had nearly half his army to bring on.
Deep strike, aye.
Same with me, I could have dropped the commandos there, but it proved the right decision, I think, not to, because they would have been absolutely just destroyed. And then again, like Tom using his gargoyles as a screen at the back meant I couldn't do it in my second turn anyway, so it sort of forced me to go down this side of the table. But it's just that's a strange game. I don't know how to describe it really.
I've got to say, I hate losing to Imperium, but losing to Orks, I'm like, yeah, go on, lads.
Yeah.
I love the Orks. So.
It's the sheer weight of numbers, like I said. You know, at games like I did really well against Dave as well, but my worst scenario with the Orks is you come up against an army that's got, you know, like a guard army that I would use like my catachans, where I always put heavy flamers on the tanks. And that's something I always do with my Imperial Guard. I always make sure the tanks have got a heavy flamer for some
I've
defense.
Got 0 flamers out of everything I own on my NID, so yeah.
Well, they're only good in the right circumstances.
Yes.
So they're good for, like, you know, a bit of a deterrent. And again with the Orks, the reason I like to give, I don't give it to everyone, but I like to give like the boss a custom Scorcher, because they don't hit for shit. So at least if you've got a Scorcher, you can get a few hits on before you get in. I sometimes give it to the Knobs and the Boyz squads, just to give them a bit of...
A scorching knob.
A scorching knob.
You need to get that scene.
Fire, sex is on fire. Yeah, so I think Tom's going to...
MVP for you?
Oh... I'm going to go Commandos.
I'm saying the exact same thing.
I think from where they were...
I think they were rad.
They come down here, they killed something that was in the way. No, they started putting wounds on the Hive Tyrant.
Put big wounds on Hive Tyrant, then cleared out this backfield.
Then there's a squad of gargoyles.
Objective.
A Biovore.
Thingy, spore mines.
Some spore mines. They didn't kill a lot, but they cleared the Biovore, and this is worth 3 points. The Biovore's worth a point. They took 4 or 5 wounds off the Hive Tyrant, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot of wounds off the Hive Tyrant.
And then obviously just the fact that they allowed me a presence on this side of the board to move up, because if I hadn't put them there, everything would have still been there. I'd have been taking too long. They're just the Boyz as well. The Boyz generally did quite good. These failed a charge, but they took the Stealer charge to the face.
Yeah, it came out pretty well on the other side. Yeah.
The Boyz in blue were the more tactical, weren't they? They were sort of hugging the middle ground, just shoring it all up and then getting ready to counter-punch stuff. These guys down here, the Flash Gates, didn't do very well. I knew they wouldn't. Like, they're not the...
I don't think they had a chance, really.
Well, they're not...
kind of tied them up for a lot, and they were in the van for a lot, so they weren't hitting well.
They're not a powerful unit, to be honest with you. What these guys should have...
They look rad, though.
Oh, I love the models. What they should have, these guys should have... There should be an assault gun. Hope GW are watching. There should be an assault gun just so they don't get the minuses if they move and fire. Fair enough if they advance. But more importantly, these guys should have a 4-up armour. They're supposed to spend all their teeth and money on the best DAC and best equipment. So if a normal Ork Knob has a 4-up armour, these should definitely have a 4-up armour and an assault gun. And it would just make them a bit more... The models are beautiful. You want to see these more?
I would agree with you, but then you've just smashed me to pieces. So
yeah, but they didn't really smash anybody, did they?
Well, they didn't. But if you'd had extra good stuff as well,
makes me excited to see the Ork Codex, because I love the idea of all the clans coming together under a big hard boss. But again, we'll see which clans do come about. I've got a feeling like the Blood Axes will be the sort of -1 to hit, or they'll get always be in cover type, some sort of shenanigans.
Tasty.
And the Goths they might get a +1 strength on the charge. I don't know. I'm not going to say because you sort of guess and then everything changes.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, it was a really strange game.
Another
So
good one.
I'm going to do over left
lefty.
hand. Yeah, well done. And I know Tom's going to be playing some games at the Battle Bunker.
I'm going to practice. I'm going to practice because I keep losing, but
you keep learning.
I keep learning. I don't learn much, but
Well, basically, it's a group we play called 40k Crack. Tom's obviously, I introduced him to the guys. He hasn't played anyone yet there, but he's going to go to the Battle Bunker, which is in Sunderland, not far from here, and obviously over Tom's side of the water. I'm going to go and have some games there and integrate with the group, meet some of the lads, and obviously, hopefully, I've had a few of them on the channel already. We'll get some more of them on. I think there's someone commented on your paint scheme as well, Tom, so you'll have to have a look at one of the other videos and let somebody know how you painted them. And
thank you very much.
Having a joke about it earlier, because he started out with one colour, changed his mind, went back, changed his mind again, another few colours, wasn't so sure, I sent them ones back to the shop, and ended up going for the first colour that he started off with, which is very ladylike.
Is that me?
Yeah, wasn't it? And he decided their bums looked big and black or something, so you went from black to pink.
No, it was because it was, what happened was I brought them out from under my...
They came out from under his bed.
Under the bed from about 15 years ago, and decided to repaint them all pink because I thought that would be really funny and really awesome, and I wanted a bunch of
It makes them different.
hot girl knits.
It helps them stand out because everything else is all
I love it.
reds, blues,
they look
whatever.
great,
But
yeah.
yeah, they do look good, stand out. So till next time, the Orks, the boss.
Oh, boys,
The boss has his new toy.
Boys.
He's got his new gribbler. He's happy. The boys have done well. These Raveners will probably do what they do when they lick that sneak off, as though they were never there. So he's going to just dip his hand in his egg pod, pull one out, and raise it up.
Love it.
He's going to probably breastfeed it himself. So I'll come back, hopefully, get Tom's army on the channel again soon. He did have some new units that I think might be coming, which aren't quite finished painted up yet.
Yeah,
and I've got a feeling they might be some sort of Hive God shenanigans.
They certainly are.
So they'll be good. They'll help out a lot, especially against stuff like armour and things like that, which I think the last couple of games your stuff struggled against.
Definitely.
Ironically, it hadn't struggled much against troops, but it struggled more against the armour. That's my phone going, so that's a sign for me to say adios.
Time to win.